Welcome back, everyone, to another Bitcoin update, an important one because we have now reached a very key macro level. So we're pumping into these high time frame resistances. We're actually seeing potential rejection up here as well. Could just be a liquidity sweep on the lower time frames. I would say that 100k now needs to act as support. But over the last few months, I've been warning of this area as the last macro resistance. If this level is broken, I'm going to be the most bullish out of all of you because I know that we will see Bitcoin targeting 120k as the first resistance, but between 140 to 160k as my expected targets going forward. That is going to become my expectation on the break of this 886 fib level. So until that moment, until I see it broken, use the support, or if you look to the left previously, I'm going to play some fibs, get rid of this one for now. In this area in the past, let me just get rid of the bars. So there was an 886 and 786 fib area here. Bitcoin actually made a new all-time high, and we can actually see there was a candle that closed above the 886. So in any case you see a break of this level, mark out the highest wick of the breakout candle. So that'll be 107. We can see the following days did not get bullish continuation. So although we saw something that we needed to, the first step, a daily candle close above the 886, we need continuation, the follow through. And if it was truly bullish, then we'd just consistently get higher highs. So if it was extremely bullish, then the direct next day could have closed above and we would have seen immediate continuation. Similar to, we've got this green candle starting, the next one breaking through that wick. So we wanted something like that to signal for these higher prices up here. But those price targets don't come to fruition. We're not expecting those targets unless we see a breakout of the 886 and that breakout candle's highest wick also broken with another daily candle close. And 4 days passed without breaking, and we started to see a move back down. All in all those months have passed and we are yet to see those higher price levels. And you can see this old fib is getting rejected again, but a lot of the chart, a lot more has developed since. So I have to measure this entire move down from the highest point to the lowest. But I can also keep that other fib just to, just to be able to mark out that level. And you can see it, we got some confluence in this area with the macro and the micro 886 or 786, 886 all within this area. So this large area between 100 and 105k, which I've been talking for months, is the final macro resistance. Now we actually have those macro targets that I was talking about earlier, 138 to 160. But using that micro fib, we've now got other targets coming up before those key levels. So nice to know that there is potential resistance here at 115 and 117 and 118. This was not given before using this micro fib. So this is all saying, and using the previous example here to the left, if we don't get that breakout of the 886, we're not expecting that continuation to those targets. So it's very annoying because everyone wants to bet that the bottom is in, especially on the altcoins, because they can move quite violently from the bottom because of how badly they went down. There's so many gains that it needs to make back, because it just went down so much, so many losses. And so maybe, for example, there are coins out there like this one here that is up 500+% from the bottom, and you just be like, wow, how is that not at a new all-time high? That's how badly alts went down. And still, from that 550%, it needs a further 237%. Now, if Bitcoin's bullish, I assume all the coins will pump, but it's just crazy. You're seeing some coins pumping 500%, and it still needs nearly another 300 almost. Whereas at Bitcoin, that movement back up has almost sustained back to the previous all-time highs. Beyond this level, we're expecting those higher price targets. So you could have, of course, just DCA'd Bitcoin throughout. That's personally what I did, and it's given me a better base to work with. When this market flips bullish on the break of this level, it is not yet. So the move up over the last few weeks, since the beginning of April, we've actually had no real pullbacks. So this is an area where it could potentially happen from, as it's the final resistance before having these bullish expectations. So we're really coming into a crossroads. This is where everything is going to be decided. We actually saw Bitcoin breaking out earlier through the 886. And just like that last example on the microfib, you can even see actually did break out. We didn't get that continuation. Earlier today, it seemed as if we were going to break out, once again coming back down under. And we do actually have some fundamental news today. So I will, of course, give an update on the reaction to that. But it's interesting. We're seeing not just Bitcoin, but many others, not all coins, but many others pumping into macro or high time frame resistances. So this is actually where I'm most cautious. But if I actually see this area broken with the explanation I was using earlier, we want the breakout candles, highest wick also broken the following days to just signal that it is truly bullish. We've had an attempt today with this wick. It's failed. I would even actually mark out this new wick here, $105,700. $105,700. And a daily candle close above that. We're sure as hell going to minimum 120k, but with my targets and eyes set on 138 to 160k. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. I'll be back with another update tomorrow. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share on the way out. Also, check out my new website. Links are down below if you want to sign up to become a member. It's the Discord membership here. I also do weekly live Q&As in there as well to help you, mentor you in any way possible.